2021 Miss Amory Talent Show. I am Deidre Meyer, 2020 to 2021 Miss Amory. Before we get started, I would like to thank you for joining us today to watch these talented ladies. Starting off is candidate number 1. A few of her favorite things are tacos, dancing, spending time with her family and friends, hunting, and fishing. Her most exciting moment was when her brother came home from his deployment on New Year's. Candidate number 2 loves to draw, bake, dance, and go for walks and runs. She has volunteered for Ruby's Pantry, the Salvation Army, and worked with the children at school. Her most exciting moment was when she got first place in her JV cross-country meet. It was 344 days ago, on September 19th, that a crown was placed on my head. And the past 344 days have been some of the best days ever. First off, I would like to thank the people who made these days so amazing. Thank you to my sponsor, the Amory Free Press, for believing in me and cheering me on while I ran for Miss Amory, and for continuing to cheer for our court over the past year. Thank you to Jay Kessler's Jewelers of America for our crowns, necklaces, and leaf charms. Every princess loves to shine, and because of you, this was possible. Thank you to the Amory Community Club for supporting a festival that is a treasured tradition in our town and the base of the entire Miss Amory program. Thank you to all of the parents of the Miss Amory royalty for pitching in on our once-in-a-lifetime experience, and a special thank you to my parents, Josh and April, for promoting my sparkle but not letting my head get too big for my crown. Who knew princesses still had to unload the dishwasher? Thank you to the rest of my family, my siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. You are my biggest fans, and I love you. Thank you to the 5 girls I've shared the past 344 days with. Little Miss Penelope, you brought the dance moves everywhere we went. You and your parents were a joy to spend the summer with, and I hope you continue to share your fancy footwork and infectious smile. Third Princess Lily, our court's plant princess. I love that you are so passionate about the topic of plants. Your green thumb is a gift, as I have a hard time keeping anything alive. I have enjoyed you sharing your knowledge of flowers, shrubs, and vines. I hope you never lose your sense of curiosity and a zest for adventure. Second Princess and Miss Congeniality, Ella. You always dished up the tunes and the laughs. Those 2 things were a must in order to prepare for events, and I am so grateful you provided those necessary parade starters for the group. I hope you never lose your amazing sense of humor and always surround yourself with the joys of music. First Princess Reese. You are the one I've known the longest, and I had spent the most time with before this great royalty ride. I have always admired your organization skills, which you put to full use over the past year. You always made sure we had buttons to hand out and knew exactly what the plan was for every event. May you always continue to be the compass that leads people in the right direction and a supportive friend to others. Queen Deidre. We played sports together growing up, where I watched you give it your all out on the field or on the court. You fully gave yourself to every event, and Miss Amory was no exception. I just know that your drive is going to take you to amazing places in life. Never lose that drive or your hard work ethic. 344 days have flown by so fast. But let me tell you something about 345 days ago and some days before that. I was a girl who was constantly looking for her place in this world. A girl who never quite found the right fit and wondered if I ever would. But on September 19th, 2020, that all changed. It turned out that my place in this world was on top of a float sitting beside the girls that fate had placed next to me. I now realize the world is really big. Now, my place in it will likely change many times. But I will never ever forget the Amory royalty experience, as it has given me the faith, courage, and confidence to enjoy the journey. I am going to soak in every experience the next 21 days has to offer before I take my sash and dash. I will always be Riley Thompson-Ziemer, your 2020-2021 fourth princess. Thank you. is involved in volleyball, soccer, global scholars, and world language. She believes that she mostly closely relates to the Disney character Moana because she always wants to explore and discover more. She would describe the Amory community as cozy, friendly, and family-oriented.
Hello everyone, my name is Lily Marquand, and I am your 2020-2021 Third Princess. I hope you all are enjoying the fantastic talent put on by these brave young women. I'd like to start off by thanking my sponsor, Wisconsin Credit Union, for sponsoring and supporting me throughout my candidacy and my year on court. I would also like to extend a thank you to Cahill for taking our lovely photos and the Fall Festival Queens Committee for their constant support and guidance. Thank you to my parents, friends, and family for driving to and showing their love for as many parades as possible. Now, like most things in life, I procrastinated writing this speech. However, it wasn't because I didn't want to write it, but out of the fear that I would not be able to accurately put into words how lovely and strong each one of these beautiful ladies by my side is. Riley, what on earth would we do without you? You are the glue that holds us all together before and after each parade. Your knowledge of all things construction has saved us more than once. You somehow remained cheery and positive even after our speaker died, our car broke down, and we went home with no raspberries at the Raspberry Festival in Hopkins. That positive attitude and determination really makes you one special lady. And I am so thankful to have spent my year with you as my float buddy. You are such a strong and independent woman, and you will really go far in life. Ella, I want to thank you for being my best friend. You not only listen to my endless dramatics and support me through them, but you never fail to cheer me up. Whether it's teaching me your fantastic dance moves, going on coffee dates, or simply being yourself. Your friendship is something I truly value and will be forever grateful for. Thank you for sticking by my side and letting me be my ridiculous self with you. I know none of us will ever forget your amazing performance of the Continental Drift on the float or quizzing us on movie soundtracks. You are incredibly talented, and anyone who is blessed enough to have known you is truly lucky, and you will go on to do incredible things. Reese, when we were first crowned, I had no idea of the major role you would play in my life. Each day, you encourage, challenge, and push me to be the very best version of myself. I truly admire the passion and love you put into everything you put your mind to. From doing your best to keep me on beat, no matter how distracted I get, to going on long drives around town, to putting up with my craziness and matching my energy, I am truly grateful for your friendship, and I don't know where I would be without it. You are an incredible woman, and I can't wait to see how you'll change the world. Deidre, I am so thankful for having this opportunity to mend our friendship and bring us together again. Your positive attitude and silliness brighten every day I've spent with you. You're a fierce leader and a gracious queen. The memories and inside jokes we have made are something I'll never forget. You never failed to make me laugh, and with even something as little as a facial expression. Spending the last 4 years playing tennis together and going on endless Caribou or Pico de Gallo line chip runs has been a blast, and I can't wait to see how far you'll go and what amazing things you'll accomplish. Last, but certainly not least, our lovely little Miss Penelope. Wow, you are quite the sassy young lady. Your fantastic dance moves and excitement for every parade have been a joy for us all. We've loved having you at so many events, and don't ever let your sparkle die. Nikki and Scott, thank you for bringing Penelope to so many parades, helping us set up the float and problem solve. You've truly become our court parents, and I'm so thankful for you both. P.S. Thanks for trusting me to drive your car to get coffee, because it was really brave of you. Before I sign off, I want to encourage these amazing young women competing tonight to do your very best and have fun. Represent Amory with pride and grace. Dance and wave until your arms literally fall off. This has been the best experience of my life, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. When I was backstage in the position of these girls a year ago today, I had no confidence in myself or who I was. Being on court taught me to have confidence in myself and to speak my mind. It has truly transformed the woman I have become, and I am forever grateful for it. Thank you to the City of Amory for selecting me to represent our wonderful community and for always supporting your royalty. I will continue to represent Amory with pride throughout my remaining time in this beautiful community. This is your forever 2020-2021 Third Princess signing off. Candidate number 4 likes living in Amory because of the family and welcoming aspects of it. She is involved in FCCLA, FFA, DI, tennis, choir, band, and she loves to paint. She likes to volunteer through bell ringing, helping with 4K summer school, and serving at church. Hello, I am Ella Gould, your 2020-2021 second princess and Miss Congeniality. To start out, I'd like to say this summer is going to be one I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. It's been a wild ride, from showing up to events that have been canceled without our knowing, to our vehicle breaking down on the highway. But with all these unexpected obstacles, this group of girls never had a dull moment. Our car rides, often over an hour, were filled with singing and laughter, or on the drive home, a lot of sleeping. I really learned the meaning of teamwork when it came to setting up and putting down the float. I'm proud to say that we went from borderline 20 minutes to set up to less than 5. But going along with the whole teamwork theme, this group really is a team. We are 6 individuals with very differing personalities that contribute very different things. Riley, our 4th princess. She knows her way around a tool belt. You really carried the float setup process, and I can speak for all of us when I say we would have been lost without you. Reese, my dancing partner, float buddy, and fiance. Proposing to you at the beginning of almost every parade to Marry You by Bruno Mars was something I never expected to look forward to, but I'm so grateful that we have that memory to share. Lily, spending this whole experience with you from our candidacy till now has been so special. I remember being so nervous for the talent show and interviews, but having you there to practice with me really helped to ease my nerves. You always know what to say, and you always seem to know what I'm thinking, and I'm so grateful. Deidre, always being 1,000 times more responsible than I am when it comes to knowing event times, dates, and sometimes even locations. The amount of thought and dedication you put into our summer is something I'm so grateful for, and I'm so happy my relationship with you got to blossom with this experience. And little Miss Penelope, or Penelope as we sometimes like to call her, your energy on the float and your ability to dance as if no one is watching whenever you hear music is something I admire. I feel as though I've gained a little sister with this experience. And Penelope's parents, Nikki and Scott. I'm so grateful I got to spend the summer with your family, and I can honestly say I love and appreciate all of you. And now for the thank yous, because this summer would not have been what it was if it weren't for the countless people helping along the way. Thank you, Sports and More. Our jackets kept us both warm and fashionable during our colder days. Thank you to Four Hands Holstein for paying for those beautiful jackets as well as helping to prep us for our royalty duties at the beginning of our reign. And thank you to the board as well as my band director, Miss Rhodes Lundgren, for making it possible for me to go both through the parade with the royalty as well as march through with the band. Thank you to my sponsor, Lake Life Realty, and a huge thank you goes to all the parents and family friends that made sure we were where we needed to be when we needed to be there, as well as being our constant support system and cheer squad in our parades. Without you, none of this would have been possible, so thank you. Candidate number 5 is involved in many sports, including volleyball, basketball, and soccer. In the future, she would like to go to school for dental hygiene. Her idea of happiness is laughter, having a peaceful life, and pushing herself to achieve her goals. Candidate number 6 is a firefighter explorer who is active in many sports, including basketball, tennis, softball, dance, and martial arts. She loves to participate in programs such as Feed My Starving Children, Toys for Tots, Ruby's Pantry, Community Martial Arts, and others.
Hello everybody, and thank you for being here. I am Reese Benwer, your 2020-2021 First Princess. Exactly 365 days ago, I was on this stage. The only difference being that I was behind the curtain, pacing, not in front of it wearing a crown and sash. This past year has been more than amazing. It was fulfilling, heartwarming, and filled with joy and sparkle. This past year has also been full of long days, hot parades, and big decisions. I have always been a person who believed in the value of giving back to a community. I decided to run for Miss Amory because I felt that this could be my way of giving back to this community, the Amory community. It was my way to honor the people and community members who helped to shape me into the young person I am today and to spread some love that pulses through the Amory veins. My time on this amazing royalty court was filled with many duties and activities, ranging from attending events that we didn't know were canceled, to waving to all of the children in the parades, helping to decorate the various assisted living facilities around town, the side of the highway. I felt that it was my duty as the first princess to always complete everything, good or bad, with 100% of my heart and passion. I think I accomplished all of those things pretty well. However, the job that stood out to me most this past year was one that I assigned to myself. It consisted solely of spreading smiles. Living in a world that is both on fire literally and figuratively, I've learned that it is way easier to be happy than it is to be sad. It is way better to focus on the positives than the negatives, and it is always better to be kind and welcoming rather than to be unkind. Being able to walk downtown and see all of the boys and girls smile, seeing the parents trying to capture all of the joy in a single photo, and having overwhelming amounts of smiles whenever people see us is absolutely heartwarming. As I continue through my high school career and even on beyond into college and on to my first real job, I plan to continue to spread those smiles because there's no greater feeling than knowing that you made a difference. Now this might be the part where I cry, so bear with me. I would like to start by thanking all of the people who have made this program and opportunity possible. Starting with our 3 royalty directors, Andrea Uhas, Emily Larson, and Orly Schock. They are always making sure that we are prepared and ready for whatever the next event holds. I would also thank Johnson Chevrolet for providing a parade vehicle and Amory Strobrock for embroidering our beautiful sashes. And a huge thank you goes out to my sponsor, Outside In. Your generosity throughout this process and my candidacy was greatly appreciated. And an even bigger thank you goes out to all of the court parents who drove numerous parades, always provided snacks and sunscreen, and always were able to snag some candy for us. Thank you to my mom and dad for being the biggest supporters of all. I have no idea where I would be without your amazing leadership and parenting. And finally, to my sisters, Charlie and Marty, or as some of you know them, Shirley and Murda. You two are my biggest cheerleaders and my built-in best friends. Thank you for coming to numerous parades and always snagging the best candy. Now to my fellow court. Penelope, your sparkle and joy always brought a smile to my face no matter what. Rain or shine, you always made the day a fun one. Please consider running for Miss Amory when you get old enough because you will definitely make an amazing queen. Riley, I have known you for as long as I can remember. We used to play dress up in your basement and pretend to be princesses, and now we actually are. I am so incredibly honored to have spent this last year with someone as bubbly and positive as you are. You are a true inspiration, and I applaud you for always having a smile on your face, even when the truck, float, and various other things were falling apart. Lily, we went into this basically just as acquaintances, and now we leave, I can proudly say that you are one of my best friends. From bringing me bubblers before all of the parades, to laughing at me when neither of us know what's going on, this past year has been absolutely amazing. You have so much potential, and I cannot wait to see what you're going to accomplish. Don't forget me when you become the president. Ella, little did you know you have been one of my greatest role models since I met you. The way that you carry yourself in tough situations and are always able to see the glass half full is some things that I admire most about you. I loved being able to get engaged to you over and over again and couldn't think of a better float buddy. Ella, you're going to change the world and I cannot wait to see you do it. Deidre, first of all, yes, queen. You're an amazing queen. You always knew when and where we were going, even when Ella and I didn't, and you always had the best dance moves by far. You are such a leader and you're so involved in this community. And on behalf of me and the rest of the court, you are extremely deserving of that title. Thank you for being an amazing queen throughout this past year. And finally, to the future First Princess. Soak up this experience. The year goes by fast, and before you know it, you will also be writing your goodbye speech. Make sure that you always have bobby pins and comfortable shoes, and don't forget, always spread smiles. I will always be your 2020-2021 First Princess, Reese Benware. Candidate number 7 loves to be outdoors, fishing, hunting, camping, kayaking, and much more. She would describe the Amory community as a small Northwood city with many beautiful lakes, rivers, and parks. Her ideal family vacation would be, of course, outside, camping, and kayaking. All right, candidate number 8 8 loves reading, writing, acting, and exploring her musical interests through singing, playing the piano, and also playing the saxophone. One thing that most people don't know about her is that her specialty in the kitchen is homemade ice cream.
Candidate number 9 participates in volleyball, the Amory High School dance team, and color guard. After high school, she plans to pursue a career in veterinary science because of her love for animals. All right. The talent show is the candidate's first step in the royalty process. We would like to invite everyone to the coronation on September 18th at 6 p.m. on Danielson Stage. We hope to see you there and have a great night.